I'm just gonna keep letting
Just
it
can you
rip.
hurry this along, please?
Look at how good it looks. Oh man. Okay.
Welcome to Akihabeera, where the Japanese beer industry's new healthcare legislation doesn't include coverage for superdry-related injuries. I'm Eric.
I'm Casey.
Today we have a gift, and this is going to be a two-part episode.
Nice.
The last time that James from Rampant Lion Reviews was here, he gave us a whole bunch of beers. We've gone through almost all of them, except for this pairing. We have from Ugly Duck Brewing. This is the Putin Imperial Wheat Stout. And if you watch our next episode, we're going to compare this one to the Putins, which is like the Putin that's been aged in wine barrels, I think it was. This is from Denmark. It's Ugly Duck Brewing, but it's actually, Ugly Duck Brewing is contained within this thing that I'm going to mispronounce, which is Brewery. And they were doing, I guess, primarily, or they do primarily wheat beers. So Inslev, again, I'm sorry, has a whole line of beers. And then Ugly Duck appears to be like their more like experimental, like funky, crazy stuff. So this is called Putin. It's an Imperial Wheat Stout. They also have like one called Obama, which James had mentioned when he was here, which is like an American Pale Ale. And we're finally diving into these. So yeah, these have been hanging out in my apartment for a good
14 years now?
Yeah, quite a while. Luckily, this one is still good. This one's best before July, and then the Putins is best before 2020. So
holy moly,
we're still good on
That's
these.
one thing I've noticed. I don't know how much. Wow, that is like shades of night.
Yeah.
What I was saying earlier was I think it's kind of interesting how like so many Japanese beers seem to have really quick best by dates or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And I wonder how much of that is actually on brewing techniques and how much of that is just law.
Yeah,
like you have to put
law rather than culture and like the fresher being better.
Oh,
you can really. So this is
This smells like asphalt in a good way.
This is like 8.9%. Like for me, I got alcohol like right away off the top of it, and like a sweet smoky. Smell too. This
smells like road construction on a hot summer day.
There's actually more chocolate in this than I would have expected. In terms of the smell, I mean.
The smell. I'm getting a sweetness. I don't know if I'm getting like really chocolatiness at all, but something sweet, yeah.
I'm definitely getting smokiness like that.
Yeah.
Like the smoked cheese, smoked sausage kind of thing.
Can we please
put
this in our
Alright, so this is the Putin Imperial Wheat Stout from Ugly Duck Brewing from Denmark. Thank you again, James.
Thanks, James.
Kampai, sir.
When you first put it in your mouth, it's kind of crisp. It's a lot more crisp than I would have expected it to be. I guess from the carbonation and whatnot. As you swallow, that's quickly replaced with the much more weighty, heavy flavors. There is that smokiness. It's not as strong as the smell. I feel like the flavor of smokiness is much less pronounced than the smell of smokiness.
Okay. I was also surprised by how like light it is.
Yeah. Like
body wise, like it felt like very like really effervescent for whatever reason. I expected it to be more like tar, but anyway, I'm getting a lot of like chocolate like sweetness initially, kind of in the center of the mouth, and that kind of like dissolves into like a bitter burnt toast kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then the last thing is like. I'm gonna do like what James does. I'll do like the James do, and like I get smokiness.
Let your hair down.
Yeah, I get like smokiness on either side, and then like up in my nose too. Like if I try to like swallow and then breathe in through my nose, and like the whole front of my face is just like smokiness after that, which is kind of cool.
The alcohol bite isn't really there either.
No, that was in the aroma, but not the flavor at all. Like it doesn't taste strong to me, like out in terms of alcohol.
And like. When I was kind of, I guess you'd call it a criticism earlier, that's not saying that it's like a poor beer in any way. I'm just trying to be objective about it, because like, it's obviously a fantastic fucking beer.
It's phenomenal, yeah.
Like you can go back and watch the footage, and when we take the first sip, I'm sure our eyes roll back into our heads, and we kind of like, this is the second one, right?
Yeah, so we're gonna, tune into the next episode to hear us talk about this one, but I figured we'd kind of take it out of the fridge now and let it get a little bit warm. This is like a really complex, really interesting stout.
This is so far beyond our qualifications to properly review. This is James purposely picked this beer for us to be like, review this, you fuckers, and remember who's in charge.
Make a dick joke about this. I want to just tell you to get this. Like, we can't buy this.
Yeah.
If you can, more power to you.
If you can, especially if you're a fan of stouts and like the darker, heavier beers, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, it'll get you through those cold Russian winters. Thank you guys for joining us. You can check out the next episode once it's been released of this up here. You can also check out our Twitter and the person who made this wonderful music.
If you'd like to subscribe, it makes us feel really, really good because we're not in that really high level of subscribers yet where we don't notice it anymore.
We totally notice.
We're at like 6 people and it feels great.
Okay, let's get ready for the next one. Please check out the next episode, and James, thank you again for
and check out James's
channel.
Check out
James's channel too. We'll put that in the cards because he probably did a better job with these beers than we did.
As of filming, he also just a couple days ago released his 1000th beer review.
He did.
Madness.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you,
James.
man.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.